Hello YouTube and welcome to Symptoms of the Universe, Episode 1. So Ed, go ahead and take it away for him.
Basically, I was sent down the left-hand path when I was, I think, probably 10 years old. And I went to my brother's bedroom, and he played me the Kill 'Em All by Metallica. And the opening track hit the lights. At the time, when I was young, I actually thought James Hetfield was saying, "It's alive," like the Frankenstein monster. And later I found...
it was alive.
It was. Later I found out it was Hit the Lights, but that album pretty much sent me down the left-hand path and turned me into what I am today, where I used to be a good Jewish boy, on the straight and narrow path, and
he was going to be a doctor.
Was going to be a doctor,
or something like that.
A lawyer, an accountant, and fortunately, I got that train got derailed, and here I am today, talking about music, metal, punk, hardcore, noise, whatever. So that's how I got started.
So I, believe it or not, I'm a farm boy. I grew up on a farm southeast Nebraska. And I was the first kid on in the morning on the bus and the last kid off the bus at night. Yeah. Yeah, what about it?
In Nebraska.
You know. Anyways, so that's a lot of time to yourself as a youngster, but I had my handy-dandy Walkman. You might remember those. You probably don't remember those. Y'all are probably much younger.
I had a cassette player when I was 10.
Back in the day, old folks like us had these things called cassettes, and they were shitty little ways to listen to music.
What's interesting about cassettes is that a lot of people that I know from the 80s that are into thrash, they never listened to LPs, they didn't listen to CDs.
Do they still tape trade?
I don't know if they still tape trade, but most people that listen to most of the albums that came out at the time, Slayer, Metallica, Anthrax, listen to them on cassette. I kid you not, every single person I talked to, that was their format.
That's awesome. We should bring cassettes back. So, I was going through my mom's cassette case one night, just looking for something new. I was kind of fed up with Alvin and the Chipmunks. So anyways, one of them was Black, though. And as we know, as fans of hard music, anything black is probably pretty good. Especially when all the things around it are not black. So, I reach in there and I throw it in there, and it's a jam, man. I'm loving it. I come home, I'm like, "Mom, this is the greatest thing I've ever heard. You got to tell me what this shit is." I probably didn't say that.
You probably didn't say shit to your mom.
I probably didn't. I was taught to be more respectful than that.
Sorry for anyone watching this.
Yeah,
we'll try not to use so many cuss
This
words.
was going to be a clean show, but I guess I was just like, fuck it earlier today.
We can bleep it out in post.
No, we got to do like they do on Metalocalypse, where we just put guitar riffs every time I say fuck. I learned about Kiss at like the age of 6. Mom pulls out the cassette inlay, and I find out not only is this a rock and roll band, but it's like characters too. You got the demon, the space fucking guy,
spaceman,
Star Child, and the Catman. And to me, that was really cool because it was like other kids had like Batman and Superman or whatever have you. I had Kiss. My favorite rock and roll band and my favorite superheroes were the same people.
You ever get the comic?
Kiss and the...
No.
Kiss and the Phantom Menace was the terrible live action film.
Kiss Meets the Phantom of the Park. I thought was amazing.
I've never seen it. I gotta see that.
Oh, it's great. It's hilarious.
No,
it's
talking about...
It's like a glorified Power Rangers episode.
You're talking about Kiss did a comic series.
In 1978, Kiss did a comic book for
and they all they all cut themselves and put their own blood in the ink that the comic was printed in. So yeah, basically it all begins with Kiss for me and for you.
Metallica's
Hit the Lights.
The two albums that influenced my life were Kill 'Em All by Metallica and Static Age by the Misfits. When I was 14, when punk rock was Green Day and Offspring and Rancid, I purchased Static Age by the Misfits, and it was one of the coolest things I'd ever heard in my life.
That's a great album, kids.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It was 1999. I'm 31, so yeah, like half my life I've been listening to the Misfits. It was a great record, and part of that was Metallica, because Metallica covered Last Caress and Green Hell, and so I wanted to hear what the original song like.
Garage Days Revisited and
Well, it
Garage
was originally
Incorporated.
it was originally the $5.98 EP Garage Days revisited, and I gotta say, for all of the shit that Metallica gets for all the corny decisions they made after, I guess, the Black Album, they put out Load and Reload.
When are you gonna get the tattoo that says "My lifestyle determines my death style"?
Yeah, exactly. For all the corny decisions that they made, and Saint Anger, and some kind of monster movie, Metallica is a really good starting point to get into underground music. They covered Discharge, Anti-Nowhere League, Misfits. They covered Diamond Head. They covered, well, obviously they covered Motorhead. They covered Killing Joke. I mean, the Metallica for all
Blue Oyster Cult.
Yeah, Blue Oyster Cult, Thin Lizzy. For all of the pushback and the hatred they get from people that think they're a total joke sellout band, they really did. I mean, can you imagine 2 Discharge songs on a major label release? I wonder if the fans went back and bought Discharge or Anti-Nowhere League. I mean, that song "So What" is one of the most disgusting, profanity-filled, gross songs I've ever heard in my life. And Metallica goes and covers that and makes that the B-side for The Unforgiven.
You know what's really funny about that is I had that album, and I think
Garage Incorporated.
Garage Incorporated. But I grew up in Nebraska, and it was very difficult to get a hold of anything with explicit content on it out there. So
it's like a big time commercial release. Huh?
Yeah, I had the censored version.
I didn't know they made a censored version.
Oh yeah, they did.
That's crazy. I have the CD. It's actually, I went back and listened to it, by the way, and unfortunately it doesn't hold up because when you listen to it, it's got that 90s guitar tone. So after you've heard all the originals, which I have, it doesn't hold up because you hear the original Discharge cover with the really gritty guitar tone, and you hear the original Anti-Nowhere League, you hear the original Misfits, the Killing Joke, who else? Budgie, all those bands. You hear the original timbre and how they record it just doesn't hold up. Merciful Fate is a perfect example. That
I actually really dig that Merciful Fate medley that's on that album.
I wasn't. It's good because Merciful Fate, but as far as an actual, I wouldn't. After listening to Melissa, I don't have any reason to go back to that. There's no reason for that because, in my opinion, it's like you have an 11-minute medley of songs. They're all truncated. It's like I'd rather just hear Evil and Satan's Fall and Curse of the Pharaohs.
I think that what we're doing here is we have revisited Garage Day Revisited.